Shout out to everybody in the building. Time to bring up our first guest. He's been here. He actually was like first on the call today, man. Really on point, man. Young Javi, how you feeling,
Yeah,
man?
I just wanted to know how y'all work, man. And thank you so much for a little taste. It was actually an honor just to get a little, because I haven't, been on a call. It's my first time. So it was really cool just to hear your thoughts on, music and how in depth you guys were. It was a real eye opener for me.
No question, man. First of all, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just hanging out. I'm just hanging out with my mom, my son, and my girlfriend's here. We actually were all, when we got back from St. Thomas, we got some type of bug or something. So we kind of been on lockdown right now, but I got better. So I'm glad I'm here and making the call today. So blessed.
I like the background, man. You look like you really chilling like at some resort, man. Where you tapping in from?
I'm in Palm Springs right now. I actually moved back home. I was staying out in LA. That's where I really got started with all my music. But when I found out my girl was pregnant, I had a vacation home out here. We'll kind of call it a family vacation home. This is where my dad passed away. So he paid off this house, gave it to my brother and I, put it in our name. So I asked my brother if it was cool if, I moved my family down here so I can, kind of have my independence, get something set up for, my family until I found a house that I like that I can move into once I got myself set up with my music. And so, yeah, I've been down here for almost the past year now. My son is 3 months and it's been going great.
Dope, man. Well, blessings to you on that, man. That's a beautiful thing. So for those who don't know you, let's talk about, your story, man. How'd you get started in music? What attracted you to that? And, how'd you get here?
Of course. Well, to make a long story short, my mom, was very enthusiastic about me kind of being a well-rounded kid since she didn't really come from a lot. She put me in piano and drums when I was very young. I started piano around 4 or 5 years old and, started classical at first and then became interested in composing my own music. And from then, of course, my mom listened to all sorts of genres of music. And I didn't really know because I was young at the time that I could learn on the piano certain other genres besides classical or making my own pieces. And so I started learning pop, hip hop, rock. And the first piece that I started with, because I felt like it was the easiest to transition from the classical side, was Changes by Tupac. And that's when I really started getting that kind of like hunger to, do more hip hop stuff because I love the Bruce Hornsby composition and how just the rap just kind of, how Tupac rapped in it just sounded like it just meshed together, like it's fated for that, and I thought it was so cool and so beautiful. And I thought, the pipe dream at the time was I want to do something like that. And from there, I started writing my own piano samples kind of along that lines. Writing my own lyrics too, and then doing my own rapping and everything. And I did that for about, I'd say 3, 4, 5 years throughout my entire middle school and high school career until my mom kind of seeing how dedicated I was to doing it so much, got me the opportunity to work with an artist buddy of hers. I don't know if you guys know who Mickey Avalon is. He was like a 80s, 90s rapper. And she got me opportunity to work with him, and he kind of showed me the ropes and everything. And from there, just kind of went to any local studios, any producers that would kind of take me in so I can up my experience. And I did that until the end of my senior year when I was saving up some money to, do my own music video, and, landed a really good producer / engineer to kind of, curate a really professional sounding song. I got a company that had red light cameras to do an official video. I spent like 30 bands on that shit. Because I really wanted to see if I could, with that, push it to anybody that I knew. I was going to reach out to any friends and family because I knew that I had some friends and family that were in the music business, and to see if anybody would pick up on it. And interestingly enough, my mom sent it to a friend that used to tour with the Wailers that went to high school with Nikki. And that's how my music video got over there. And Nikki showed it to Ruben Rodriguez, and they immediately kind of, gave me a phone call and was like, hey, do you want to come out to, New Jersey, come meet us? And I was like, hell yeah. It was the first, people that kind of offered me a place and saw more of me than I saw in myself. And I just took it. So, from there, they helped curate my whole album and all the lyrics that I wrote over the years of stuff that I wanted to, get off my chest. It was the way that I expressed myself. I've been to a lot of therapy since my dad passed. I got into a lot of drugs and alcohol addictions. The only thing that really helped me move forward was writing. That's all I could do during that time. It wasn't, anything that anybody told me that helped me. And when I did it in song is when I started making songs and officially kind of like, seeing that body of work was when I really could move forward and put that all past me. And I actually dedicated my first album that I made to my dad, because that was like my first big problem in my life that I couldn't move forward at all, whatsoever with. And with that, I truly forgave him. And, from there on, I'm making a lot more positive music now, but that was like, the biggest thing. And I couldn't thank Nikki and everybody else to, make that dream possible for me.
Dope, man. I mean, listen, man, it sounds like a true testimony. And that's what's up, man. We all got those things in our lives that we got to get past to get to that next level. It sounds like that happened. Shout out to Jeannie Sweetness. She said she loves it, what you just said in the chat. So that sounds like that was a project before, right? So
yeah,
how'd you get with this single here, With a Bottle? How did that come together? And then how'd you get Lil Keed on it?
So amazingly enough, if you guys know Ruben Rodriguez, that's Radio's best friend. And
Rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace to Ruben. And he gave me all the opportunities to, really work with the best, and who he thought would really kind of bring me to the next level. And he brought, the opportunity along for me to, not even just, get beats sent over to me, but have me travel to these places and meet these people and, really catch that vibe, catch their energy. And I really grew from all that. And he got me an opportunity to work with Buddha Bless. And I went and traveled down to Atlanta. And we were only supposed to do one track, though. We had 2 days. He didn't really send me anything. He wanted just for me to kind of come and catch a vibe, see what I got. And there was this whole song that I wrote. And this is a song that I originally put out that music video for that I told you guys about. I had a manager at that time that was kind of helping me move things around for that. And he didn't do any of the copyright for it. So that song eventually just went to waste. But it still got me the opportunity to work with Nikki and everybody. So I honestly didn't care. But I still kept those lyrics and everything. And those lyrics matched exactly everything for I think it was the first or second beat that he showed me. And I was done with that song in maybe an hour or two. And he was just like, well, what the fuck are we going to do with the rest of our time? So he had his cousin in at the time, and only 8 years old. His producer name is Lil Tag on there. And he was whipping up some beats as well. And I heard one, they were just messing around after we were done. And I was like, yo, that beat is sick. So I told him, send it to me. And by tomorrow I'll have something written up. So that was how the second song happened. And that was With a Bottle. And, during that first song, I realized, when I finished up that first song with them, I realized, how addicting it was to, really make that music, and how, out of all the addictions that I've had, it really helped. That was the only positive addiction that really helped me move forward. And so I wanted for With a Bottle to write about the addiction that started it all for me on that bad path, and which was With a Bottle, which is alcohol. This is the shit that I started with. And the first verse, talks about all the, rest of the drugs that kind of came along with that, as, I slowly got worse and worse with it. And then the second verse is about, how I kind of treated people and how I kind of treated life in an unrealistic type of way. And it was a cool song. Everybody loved it more than the first song that we made. So it was really exciting. And, with that, it was maybe a year and a half later, Ruben was looking for certain artists that he wanted me to kind of, work with some bigger artists. And I was looking at people that had similar sounds or, similar kind of vibes to me and my sound. And but Ruben was for sure about With a Bottle being the song that we were going to do. It was just, what artist we wanted to do it with. And I told him that, you know, with Lil Keed, I think that his kind of high melodic, you know, vibe and vocals would not just kind of, it wouldn't mesh, like it wouldn't be too much of the same. It actually contrasts in just how kind of his vocals are, you know, just, they're way crazier than mine are. So I thought it'd be dope, and it worked out very well, and it was a really cool vibe.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, let's get into it. Let's play for everybody. This is young XAVI, Lil Keed with the bottle.
Look, tag going crazy. Buddha bless this beat.
All positive vibes, man.
Yeah, man, good shit. Good shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's dope.
I don't know how in depth we can do this, but I mean, if y'all want to see the video, I don't know if Nikki, is that possible for me showing the video?
Well,
I can definitely I can send the video to CL. It's releasing soon.
good.
Definitely.
We were just saying in the chat that it needs a video.
Yes,
the
sir.
video is fire.
We are a little pressed for time, but
Okay.
send it. Shout out to our next guest that's waiting. You know, but we can. You know what? Let's tease the video. Let's do it, man. Why not? We'll do it live. In the meantime, yo, it got really good reaction, man. The song is dope, man.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I saw it all. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I really love it.
If you want me to play that song at some of the events I do, bro, send that to me and I'll spin that.
Hey, MF, you're a little low and muddy. You gotta speak up because he can't hear you.
Oh, I was saying if you want me to play that, spin that song at some of the events I'll be playing, send it to me, dog. It's a banger. It's a vibe.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. You follow me too, right? I'm gonna follow you right now.
Oh yeah, I send my Instagram for everybody to follow me.
All right.
Yeah, it's up on Digiwaxx as well. But you know, the thing about it is that it really does have like a good vibe on it. You know what I mean? And I could see like sort of like how the video. I haven't seen the video, but the video could create a lot of energy, and then it sort of goes to TikTok. And I could see it like almost like a somewhat of a path that a 24K Golden is sort of taking. You know, to where he's himself, you know, but he can almost mesh with anybody, which is dope, man. I meant to ask you, you said you play piano.
Yeah.
Do you produce also?
Yeah, I do produce. I have, you know, done a couple of sessions where it's like I have a whole production idea and everything too. And unfortunately, I wish I could play every single instrument, but I do like to have live instruments involved. And it's very cool because, you know, kind of knowing piano, you know the basis of every other instrument. It's kind of easy to lead through, tell them what notes or keys that you want them to play in, and either that or sing it out to them, and they'll match it if they have a good ear and everything as well. So yeah, I've been involved with a lot of production.
Okay, dope. Nice. How many instruments do you play?
I just play piano and drums.
Let me know if y'all can see the screen, and let's rock it.
That's the thing I love to hear the most, that it's different. We always try to do everything different.
Yo.
I appreciate the video will go hard too.
Yo, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Earl. Just curious, right? I dig the song. I love the production. I think the melodies are dope. I think that it has legs. And my favorite part of it is I love songs that kind of put the medicine in the candy, so to speak, where it's a song that could easily fit on like a Future playlist or like a Juice WRLD kind of playlist, or, you know what I'm saying, like related kind of sound. But, you know, it's more about, you know, I guess recognizing some of the issues that you may have had, and you know what I'm saying, how you like working to get out of it. So
Right.
I mean, in your eyes, like, you know, when you're pushing a song marketing wise, like who do you see as like related artists, or where do you find like a song like that finding a home?
I feel like any kid that, you know, feels like they don't have, I mean, for a long time, I mean, especially for a lot of kids that I saw, you know, wanting to be, you know, rappers in middle school, you know, that's always been something that I wanted to do. And a lot of people grew out of that really quick, you know what I mean? Because maybe it was something that they thought they could never do. And for me, I just wanted to make it, you know, more of like I'm just some normal kid that can do it as well, as long as you have that passion, that energy, and that drive to do so. Because I mean, at the end of the day, this will never change for me. I just love making music. I mean, I've had everything life could give to me at this point, and you know, it's the only thing that I feel like I can creatively express myself and love and passionately do with my life. I don't see myself doing anything else. So I literally breathe this shit, if anything.
Dope.
So I think if anybody that feels that way, or feels like, you know, they can't be anything bigger than what their mind might show them, you know, I want them to, you know, think they can really do anything. You know, this world is so much bigger. You know, I don't want to sound like a conspiracist or anything, but I feel like the world is so big, and you know, there's so many more, you know, universes, and there's nothing that should hold us down from us becoming the best person that we can be. There's so many people that, you know, why should I care? I don't. I just want to be the best person I can be and do what I love.
I feel that's true. I feel that you're right about that. As an artist and a DJ, I feel that that's right. You hit that right on point, bro.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just want to encourage him, because just you're so humble and you have such a positive energy. So I just want to, you know, just big you up and just keep on that same path. I'm really, really feeling your vibe.
Thank you. And honestly, if anything, it's gone up even more that I have a son now. It's like so much more to it that, you know, I want to show him that he could do whatever he wants.
Dope, man.
Yeah.
I think you got some star power, man. I mean, speaking for myself, and I think, you know, I like the fact that you're honest to like where you're at. You know, you're still growing as an artist, and that's good to know that you still have like a lot of room to still grow. You know, and that you're on a positive path with it. I think, you know, at this point, you do everything you can for this song, but you really get into yourself musically. I grind every day, man. I'm on it every day. You know, I got so many tracks coming up besides this. I got a banger coming out. I want to release a single 2 weeks after this is all done with this music video and everything. And then the To Jonathan Deluxe album, I have, I think, another extra 21 tracks that I just want to mass drop all together and then move on to the next, man. I'm constantly grinding. I'm going back out to New York. I actually just brought on a new person, a part of the team. I don't know if you guys know who Josh X is. Shout out to Josh X, but he's the one that's really helping me curate my sound right now, and, you know, making me, you know, the artist that I am today. So it's going up.
I think the song really has legs, and you know, obviously your marketing plan is the marketing plan, but I could even see that being translated to like a rock remix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe being a little less like boom bap, but like, you know, having rock elements to it as well. I think you could even remix it and give it extra legs past that. Like it has a flexibility that, you know, a lot of songs don't. So definitely dig that.
Thank you.
Dope stuff. Dope stuff. Well, listen, man, Javi, man, it's been a blessing to have you here. Make sure that you and Nikki put your Instagram in the chat. I'm sure other people are going to want to do interviews, get drops, and just talk to you in general, you know. So make sure that you do that. And yeah, man, we'll be supporting. I feel like that record was definitely is a dope joint, man. Worthy of the support. So before we let them go, does anybody else got anything else they want to say? Young Javi. Okay.
Oh, it was dope track. I want to hear more. I mean, it makes me want to hear more from it.
100%. Thank you. We'll do some more then.
I got
I got a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Beat Tip, you go, and then whoever after that.
Okay, yeah. How'd you meet Josh X? He's been on Digiwaxx before, and him and I follow each other. How'd you guys collaborate, and how many tracks you got with him?
All through Ruben Rodriguez. He's actually the last producer that he brought me to before he passed away. He passed away 3 or 4 days after we got together. And I flew out the next week after for the funeral service. So we really connected because we shared our last experience with him. And we did 4 tracks together. And then he just came over here. We did 2 more tracks. And I think we have another one on the way. So no. Yeah, so we got seven tracks going so far.
All right, cool, man. Congratulations on your single and working with Josh, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Life is, shown me an amazing path and has brought me great people. So thank you.
Word up.
Good. Somebody else want to say something?
Yeah, there's me, Gary. I just want to say, bro, amazing story, amazing journey, amazing gratitude that you're showing, like the moment. And it's special, bro. I can feel it for you, and I can't wait to support you out here in Oakland, bro. I'm gonna be banging that record out here on my radio show for sure. But man, keep doing your thing, man. Be that voice.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that.
Word, man. Salute, man. We will definitely see you. Shout out to you and your team. And hey, man, feel free if you want to stay on. It's all good. If not, I know how it goes. You got things to do. But this is New Music Wednesdays, man. You never know who you're gonna meet, what connect you're gonna get.